Built the cabin, sold the cabin, moved across country, found a new piece of land, built a woodshed, roughed in a really long driveway, found a pole barn, relocated it 40 miles to the property, and then started the cabin build. It's a ponderosa pine cabin. All the trees are harvested from the property. Took 6 months to build, 2 days to take it down. Had to take it down because I forgot to build a foundation. We did that by hand. That took about 6 weeks, finally done, and now we're putting the cabin back together. Thanks for watching.
Subject to availability, visit homedepot.com.
Well, it looks a little bit different this week compared to a week ago. Good morning. You think we finished that concrete just in time? I guess so. Look at that. Bit of snow over the weekend, just the dusting, but I imagine anytime we could get some more. Last video I put this log header and post up, and I wasn't sure about the look or how I'd like it. I got a couple positive comments from you guys on it, and then my wife really liked it. So we're gonna keep that. And then over here's my laundry room, so that's fine. We'll keep it dimensional lumber for those headers. But over here is also the living room. So now I'm thinking I'm gonna go look in my log pile over here where I have some extra end cuts that I peeled already and see if I have 2 more, and I'll frame out both my living room windows in that same style. There we have them set roughly in. Now we just need to notch them and straighten them. Wasn't it just a couple weeks ago? It was like 98? Maybe like 4 weeks ago? I don't know, but whew, went right from summer to winter. A couple days of fall. You can see the clouds rolling through. There we go. I think I like it. Yeah, I got a heated jacket, heated gloves, but you know what's not heated? If anyone out there has a heated sock, feel free to reach out. Okay, got those studs up. Before I continue any further, I want to get this top plate on. So I need to trim this log down so it's flush. All right, we set ourselves a second string line here that runs with flush with the top of the stud. So if I snap this, it should leave me a line that I can cut to. All right, that little handsaw warmed me up. Got the job done. It's about to be. I just gotta find the spot I want to put it.
What?
That's the job we can do.
What is it?
Foam board.
Okay, awesome. Where do you want us to put all the rocks?
I mean, I think it makes sense. I'll just get my excavator and put them in the bucket, right?
Yeah.
My sister, nephew, and niece were here visiting for Thanksgiving, and they wanted to work. I said, let's go do something fun, but they insisted. They wanted to get some work in, so that's we spent the next few hours working around the cabin, and this is what we accomplished. Would you rather do foam board or this little section right here? If I brought it down a couple inches and just move the dirt elsewhere,
Yeah, we can do
then we can throw gravel.
that. We can dig out. Whatever's
out.
more helpful to you, we don't care.
So they're gonna go like this.
Oh, that's
We're
how we're gonna go?
You can just set them up here, and as we go, we can grab them. So we have some space to work down here.
If you guys knock any more dirt down, I'm gonna be angry. You have to pay for water at your house?
Yeah.
Why does he need foam?
Put a big old blob right here. Yeah. Should be 6 inches below those concrete things.
Go in the middle. Is that insulate?
What do you mean?
Get back on.
Somebody's
Why?
really.
Over here is Ross, the builder that you guys all know. He's also my uncle, and he's doing some insulation. My brother, he's doing something, like gluing the insulation for my uncle. That's my mom. Don't tell her I'm videoing this. Please. Now let's go back to Ross.
Do the least of me, because I'm always on it. I really don't know what I'm going to cut until I'm watching it. All right, what was I doing?
It's almost.
I think I'm going to sell the excavator.
Where are you?
Just have you move closer.
8 inches now.
2 inches of foam board I forgot about. Okay, they were a big help. Look at all that we got done. We got 15 sheets on today, only probably 7 or 8 left in the front, the short side, so that's really good work. And I'm excited to get going after Thanksgiving, finish it up. I don't love how that's sitting. Maybe I'll kick that spacer out. And it'll come down a bit. That's much better. Now we're sitting flatter. Let's see if we can make it. 20 miles. You were right, Rob. I went with the manufactured joist. Straighter and stronger, they say. My hitch weight definitely wasn't right, but we got it here. It was bouncing the whole way, so we just took it slow. And I was kind of worried because these are 16 feet. My trailer's only 8, but put them up front and it wasn't too much of an issue. We're just gonna leave them right here for now because, well, I'm still on Thanksgiving break. Why you keep them attached to the chains, right? See, I knew it was back heavy, but I didn't know it was that back heavy. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go eat some leftovers.
You got it. Look at that beauty.
Boys, how come you're not helping? Jeez, that's almost longer than the floor joist. We're back. I've been off for pretty much 5 days. Got 5 days ahead of me now, and I'm excited to get that floor on. Because after the floor, we're putting logs on. So we'll see how far we can get this week. Weather looks decent today, pretty cold. It's cold enough to wear my heated jacket under this jacket to try to keep the heat in, but tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful. Can't wait for that. Some scraps from our Christmas tree. You saw us harvesting that. That was a beautiful spot. Forest Service land, and we had a permit to cut that tree, but definitely couldn't build a cabin there. Right next to that stream. Ah, it was gorgeous. First 6 inches of snow we get, I'm lighting that pile right there. Let's get to work. I'm trying to figure the job that I have to take my gloves off the least, and I think it's to finish my top plate, my pressure treated plate on the top of my wall. So I'm gonna try to get done first, see if the generator starts, and then we should be good to go. Huh. What? All right, we'll let that warm up. I'm warm. We'll get some measurements and let's go. It's like a heat wave. It must have doubled in temperature. This is slow going. Man, there's like a breeze and it's just colder than I thought it would be. But we're making some progress. Everything's a lot slower though when you got your gloves and you got to take them off, put them on, and then you're cold. I've been in the truck a few times to warm up, but should be able to get it done today. It's a beautiful day today. Just wait 24 hours. That's right, here's what my sister was hollering about when she said, don't knock the dirt down. She was sweeping off my footing so we could fit the foam board in there, and then me and the kids sometimes took this route. You know, it's hard to walk through here without some dirt going right down in there, so thought that was pretty funny. And then here's what my sister was working on. I didn't really explain it, but the guy that excavated my build site here didn't calculate the foam board and the gravel under the concrete, so I only had 4 inches of room in here, and I needed to dig another 4 down from what I had, so 8 inches total below the footing. And that's what we were joking about because I didn't explain that very well for my sister. But now I can throw my gravel in here before the floor goes on, and then just store it in this corner until I'm ready to dig out the rest of the basement to the appropriate level, and then just spread the gravel from in here. So my sister was a big help there. She got that, you know, easily almost 10 by 10 foot section dug out, so that was sweet. A little less work for me, but we'll have to get all this out of here at some point, but that'll be down the road. Thanks again to my sister and niece and nephew. Last sill plate, let's see if it fits. Okay. All right, got just enough thread right there. And what's that? Sun's coming out. Take a little break and then we'll go frame over here for a bit. Okay, well, I didn't get that wall quite done. Have some blocking to put in the window. If you look down the wall here, it's a bit of a bow in on that where I'm working, so I got to get that straightened up tomorrow. You're going away. Can't bury my son's turkey feathers. wore 3 pairs of pants and 2 jackets yesterday. Today, short sleeves. Excuse me, no sleeves. I tried to lift the thing, but it was too heavy, so might as well use the excavator, huh? Should be able to lift this side in, right? Why do all that concrete if you can't lift the light end of the log? Oh. Geez, that thing's heavy. What? So close, I just need to drop it down like 5 inches. Okay, well, I left these cells open below the where I'm putting the support beam, because I was thinking about how I'm going to tie it in. So I'm going to fill that with concrete now. We're at our right height, and then we'll drop that beam into place. Play some hockey. Flatten that out so it would fit. I didn't want to tell you, but I have to do a second top plate on this other side of the concrete where it isn't necessary, but my framer didn't figure correctly, and as I bring my top plate over here, that should have been 1.5 inches lower. And I'm not gonna redo this whole wall. I'm just gonna add a second bottom plate on this entire concrete area. Fortunately, I think I have enough lumber because I saved quite a bit of lumber, you know, doing these here. So I don't think I should be able to make it all the way around, but I just really wasted wood because you don't need a double bottom plate on this concrete wall because it serves really no purpose other than to match someone's mistake on this wall. There, and you can see I'm now sitting right across here. So that's where I can build my floor system right on top of that flush. Just enough room here, but the ceiling's gonna sit on top of this, so this will just be a big center beam, but the rest of the ceiling's gonna be a foot higher. I like it. All right, so that's where my post needs to go. I'm curious to know where I made that little notch in this log that I cut last spring, if there's any moisture. Couldn't believe how heavy that thing still was, but it is huge. I know here I get nothing. Just a low. But where I cut into it, do I get anything? I do. Look at that. 12%. And I did some sanding. It's hard to tell because of the shadows, but oh, it just cleaned up real nice. I just don't have the right pad. That's a place I sanded. And over here, but you can see the grinding disc I used is way too aggressive, and so I'll have to sand that down with something finer. But man, that's nice now. Looks really good. Get rid of all that black, and then my battery died. Tried everything I had, but this was too fine. This was really aggressive. It's like for metal, but that's what really takes off everything. And then these two didn't work either. So we'll have to look into getting something else. I may just do this beam with the real aggressive one and then sand it later just to have it done. Okay, we're going to try to put this post in. Okay, I just traced that laser line, and as you can see, it's a little wavy. So I find that the laser is better for something like a log than a string line, because that string line is not going to hit that log and all those spots. So you can see that line goes whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, who knew you could tie pipe in a knot? Filter fabric over the pipe, wrap like a taco is what they say. So that's what I'm doing. So glad to have this partially filled. Bet you guys thought I forgot this little spot, didn't you? Almost did. Ooh, who made that cut? An alligator? Hope I never have to see you again. If I did have to see you again, it'd mean that there was a leak in my basement. Don't want that. Usually just throw a little bit in and it really piles up quick. I stocked the big pile right here just because around the corner I don't have a pile. I'll just work on shoveling over here. Well, that's just not as fun when you're not using the excavator. We ended up filling about half the trench, the deep half. So that'll be nice. I still got to do the foam board on the front, but I've just been caught up with other things and it'll all get done here soon. Say not to backfill the full height of your wall until you've put your floor joists on. So once I get a few of those in, I think I'm gonna put some more in and then level it out even more. My block guy spilled a bunch of mortar on my footings. Well, all I really want to do is put these posts up, but I still have not finished that top plate, bottom plate, whatever plate you want to call it. So I guess I gotta do that now. It's just frustrating because it's not a job that should have to be done. But I just measured a little more carefully. Next time, lesson learned. Okay, finished out the double top plate all the way up to my beam. Now we gotta go, well, we'll switch nails. Look at those vinyl ones. Make your fingers all green. Big boy. One good thing is I won't have to worry about a joist landing on any of these bolts because now everything's flush. Look at that. Okay, managed to get the bottom, top plate, whatever, double plate on. So now we're ready for some joists tomorrow. I didn't get my posts up, but we'll get everything measured out in the morning. We're gonna call it a day right here and then we'll see you back tomorrow. make a couple cuts on them. But look at that burrow. I think that's really cool. Be a nice little piece when you walk in the basement or sitting in the living room down here. All right, got a Black Friday deal. New tool here. Not sponsored by Milwaukee, but I like their tools. There it is. Perfect for the stage I'm at. A cordless planer. Oh yeah, you see that over there? The old circ saw. Still busted. Oh, there we go. This thing looks pretty intense. Big old blades on it. Helped flatten some of the beams I made yesterday. They're not all, believe it or not, lumber's not all dimensionally perfect, so this will help out with some of that. Can't wait to try it out. So that's where we ended yesterday. It took me a little bit to get my groove putting these beams together, but that second one I made went quite a bit faster. So once these beams are in, I think things are gonna go faster. So let's see what I can get done, and then we'll get this video out. So if you're still watching, thanks. Seems like I should put this thing to the test right now. Gotta cut this out for this beam to drop in. Never used one of these before. Okay, well, I'm butchering that. Gotta get a feel for this. I'll get the hang of it, but for now I'm going back with what I know. So see how this lumber's flush on top? Right here on the seam. That's great. But down here, these are two different dimensions, and there's this little lip, and it's right where my post is gonna sit. So this will be the perfect application, I think, for this puppy. No lip. Perfect. Merry Christmas to me. All right, last beam. Girder, beam. What's the difference? Don't know. You? Okay, I like to get them sitting flush, just two of them, because I'm gonna put three together here. Then I like to put a screw in, just to pin it where I want it. Then I'll check it. And I put it back on its side, and then I start nailing. And I kind of throw that nail in at an angle, so it doesn't poke through the other side, and it's stronger that way. Throw this on here and repeat the process. All right, well, that's just the way I do it. Nice beam girder, girder beam, beam, girder. gotta test it after. Feels good, looks good. See how these fit. We'll organize those after we get a little something to eat. Okay, so 19.2 is the spacing. So all these triangles on my tape measure, divisible by 8. Hey, okay, looks pretty good. I cheated a little bit. Those last 4 aren't secure yet, but I needed a break and my phone battery is getting low. Made a few mistakes here and there. You saw I took a couple off and put them back on. Got it figured out and got a better system going after a bit. Wow, looks so different now. Chainsaw on a ladder is really safe, especially like when you're tired on a Friday afternoon. But I decided it's time to go home. Got a lot done today. Happy with progress this week and can't wait to get the floor on. Should be next week as long as everything goes well. Hope you enjoyed the video. A little bit longer this week, but we'll see if that works out or not. Thanks for watching and see you next time. I thought I was pretty slick moving my shirt with the excavator, but oof, pinched it. Oh, great. I put that one in upside down. Oh, that one too. I have to redo them.